So I want to bring in Jonathan Kott. He's a former senior advisor in Democratic Senators Joe Manchin and Chris Coons, and is also a partner at Capitol Counsel. Also joining us now is Lauren Zelt, is the founder of Zelt Communications and former deputy communications director to Republican Senator Kelly Ayotte. Thank you so much for joining us. Lauren, how difficult of a vote would this be for 10 Republicans?
This is a very difficult vote for those Republicans, and I think there's a lot of thought that was put into why these 10 Republicans came together to work on this bipartisan framework for this legislation. If you look down the list of Republicans, almost all of them have either just been reelected in 2020 or are retiring. Now, as an American and as a human, I wish that I could tell you that Republicans were completely on board with doing everything that we can to stop the horrific tragedies that we're seeing in Uvalde and Buffalo and all over the country at honestly a rate that is overwhelming. But these 10 Republicans have come forward, and they have the political capital in each situation to be able to take this vote. For others who are up for re-election either this year or in 2024, this is a very difficult vote for them. They know that basically no matter what they do, they are going to upset some of their constituents. You mentioned the NRA's campaign against this legislation. I've seen many conservative activists, pro-Trump folks on Twitter already calling them out by name, trying to rally their grassroots supporters against these individuals. And so the reason that you see these 10 in particular is that they have the political capital to be able to take this vote on something that I personally think is sorely needed and should pass Congress as soon as possible.
So, Jonathan, then many Democrats have wanted to do more, like impose a ban on assault rifles or high-capacity magazines. Is there a risk that without cracking down specifically on some of these weapons, voters won't consider this, Democratic voters won't consider this to be a major accomplishment? Because, as you know, there is a progressive wing of the party that is looking for substantial change, real change, and oftentimes it's not easy to get, but then Democrats are punished at the ballot box for not delivering.
Yeah, I think that would be a misguided approach for progressives. This isn't everything everybody wanted. This isn't everything that 50 Democrats wanted, but it's what they can get right now, and they can't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. This will save lives. Go listen to Chris Murphy. He was willing to accept less because he just wanted to be able to say, we got something done. Look, I was with Senator Manchin when we drafted Manchin to me. We thought that was reasonable, and we only got 4 Republicans. So it's shown you that we've actually changed as a country, and we've changed as a Senate, that we can now get 6 more Republicans to support this. But we should take this as a good first step. I applaud John Cornyn for stepping up, being a true leader, working with Chris Murphy, working with Chris Coons, Joe Manchin, Tom Tillis, getting this done. And this is a good first step. This will save lives. So progressives should be happy about this. They should applaud it. They should all vote for it in the House. And then we should continue to work. Chris Murphy has said this perfectly. We're not done. This is the first step. But remember, this is the first time we're going to pass major gun legislation in 30 years. It's because we now have groups, unfortunately, these groups exist because they only exist because they've come out of tragedy, but we have the Sandy Hook families, we have the Giffords groups, we have Everytown, we have Moms Demand Action. Those groups are not going away. They're going to continue to mobilize, and they're going to show Republicans that you can take this vote and still win re-election. I understand all these Republicans that are taking the vote are either not up or just won or not running, but it does show Republicans that you can take this vote, and this can be a winning issue for you.
You know, Lauren, a lot of what's in the proposal is actually stuff that Republican voters have actually said through many, many polls that they support. Enhanced background checks for people under the age of 21, you know, enhancing safety protocols in schools, more resources for mental health. Republicans actually support this sort of stuff. In addition, the proposal sort of empowers states to pursue this. Do you think that gives the Republicans involved enough political cover that they can back it?
It certainly gives them some cover. Leaving the issue up to states makes a big difference for Republicans voting at the federal level, because it gives them sort of an out to say, well, look, we put this federal framework in place, and now it's up to the states to choose how to enact this legislation in a way that works for them. It certainly does give them an out, but it doesn't make it easier, unfortunately, for many of the Republicans, again, that are up in 2024 and even 2026 to take this vote. And as I mentioned before, no matter what they do, this is a very difficult vote for them. If they choose to support this legislation, they are almost sure to face a primary challenger from the right. They're going to see a lot of dollars flood into those primary elections to try to take them out, courtesy of the NRA. But if they do choose to support this legislation, they will avoid some of the difficult things that senators go through when they vote no on pieces of legislation like this. For example, the senator I worked for, Senator Kelly Ayotte, did not support this legislation in 2012 that the other guest mentioned earlier, and it had a very significant impact on her. There were a lot of people that showed up at town hall events and to public events that she held in the weeks, months, and frankly, even years after that were angry with her about that vote, and it very much shaped her term in the Senate for a while. And so, on one hand, you may be facing a primary. On the other hand, you may have moms, dads, children, grandmothers, families, everyone coming to you pleading to do something to stop this madness. I think the difference, though, is that the frequency of these unfortunate and horrific events across the country is increasing to a level that just cannot stand. And I think most people understand that the time is now to do something. And further, politically, while I understand that this legislation may not be everything that the Democrats want, they have a very small window to get this done, because whether the Democrats like it or not, the political headwinds that they're facing in the elections this fall are very strong. And so this is really their time. I think most political observers agree that the House is likely to go Republican in the fall, if not the Senate. And so this really is the only time that the Democrats are going to be able to get everything done. So even if the legislation isn't exactly what they want, this is their opportunity to get it done.
And so, Jonathan, given that Democrats, as you just heard, and you know this well, face a tough battle in the upcoming midterms, you worked for Joe Manchin of West Virginia. Is this a winning vote for Democrats, even in some of those conservative parts of the country?
Yes, I thought he proved that he was the face of, supporter, drafter of the bill, Manchin to me, and he was reelected in 2018. He was reelected in the state that overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020. And he showed that if you just go out and explain what this bill is and you don't let the other side, demonize you or make it out to be something that it's not, you can actually win on this. I mean, look, after Manchin to me, the NRA in an off-cycle year ran ads against Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin said, I'm going to run ads back and tell West Virginians exactly what's in this bill and not have people lie about me. And he did that. And he went around the state and he met with gun owners. And he showed that if you actually stand up for what's right and what you believe in, you can win on that. He always told me the best politics is good policy. And this is good policy. It may not be everything that we want, and it may not be the last step. Hopefully it's not the last step, but this is a good first step, and Democrats should be proud of it. They should run on it. Everybody should go out. Every Democrat should go out there and be proud that they voted for this bill, that they worked on this bill. It should not be, and I think it's showing that it's not the political issue that it used to be 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. I mean, remember, Manchin to me only got 4 Republicans. This already has 10. I suspect it'll probably get more, because once you get to 60, a lot of senators will realize that it's an easier political vote for them to take. But we're already moving in the right direction politically and Senate vote count wise. So I would encourage every Democrat to go out and run on this, even if you're in a red state.
All right. We'll see what happens, to be continued for sure. Jonathan Kott and Lauren Zelt, thank you both. Really insightful. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you.